Hello, thank you for checking out this review of the Kenora Backpack by Portage. This is the Generation 3 backpack, which has side access to the camera section over here and YKK zippers and YKK zipper heads, as well as a little bit nicer leather pull tabs. A couple other features that are new on the version 3 that you can check out as you go shopping. Just doing a quick walk around so that you can see the quality of the materials before I dive into the bag. Really nice grab handle on the top, very strong. No waist or sternum straps, which I think is appropriate on a bag of this style. And here we go, let's dive into the review. It's not going to be too long, so don't worry. On the outside of the bag there's a very thin pocket here, that thin in depth. It's as wide as here and goes down to here. You could fit in here your business cards and a pack of gum, maybe your car keys. This is an iPhone 6S, and it would need some major convincing, or no, it'll need a diet to fit in there. So that pocket is for business cards. When you open this flap, you'll hit two quick release clasps. These straps are for lengthening or shortening this buckle, depending on how much you have in the bag. As I open this, I'm reminded that one of the days I packed this bag, I had a raincoat in here and a pair of running pants, and I pushed this flap down and snapped the bag closed. So that, I would say if you're on a picnic, you could put a thin blanket here, or perhaps a yoga mat, and you would be able to bring that on your walk to your location. There are two small pockets in this front flap for media cards, forgot to mention. Once you get down here, you can open this zipper here to get into the camera section, but first we'll go into the second pocket. I have a hand strap in here, filters. There are two small pockets in here, and I happen to have a couple batteries in there right now. Your phone could definitely fit in here. 2 or 3 phones would fit in here perfectly. But it's not super big. You wouldn't put like a large camera charger in there and a bunch of batteries and a bunch of other gear. It's definitely not a large pocket. It's on the medium size. There are 2 zippers here for the camera section and little flaps here to keep moisture out. I have pretty much pro size gear in here right now, so there's a D750 with a 70 to 200 2.8. The bag comes with these 2 Velcro straps or flaps that you can use if you want. So I have a D750 70 to 200 2.8, which is a very long lens with the mount on here. Hood reversed. There's a little bit of room here left over so that if you had a slightly bigger body like an 8 series, which would be a little bit tougher to get in and out of the door, but it will work and you will have the depth here. This is a really long lens, and this is one of the major selling points of this bag for me, and that was that I could fit this in here with the camera attached to the lens. Second camera in here is another D750. This is a 28mm 1.4, which means that I could fit in here an 85mm prime as well. The last item down here is a 58mm 1.4. So again, you could do an 85 in there. If you take out all this stuff and you put in a crop body and a bunch of kit lenses, you could fit a lot more. This divider here is a 3-wall panel divider, and it comes with 2 of those. It would normally be set up to come in here and go out. Camera goes in, lenses surrounding it. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's probably 1 or 2 more in my house. So 5 single wall Velcro dividers. There's Velcro on 3 of the sides of these dividers, by the way, and there's the felt material on both sides. Padding is very thick here, and on all sides of the bag there's good padding. I'm using a divider that I've added down here at the corner just to give it a little more corner protection. We will look at the entry point here on the side. Well, this is a divider that I have set up here. So normally this would all be open, but I have a divider here blocking this. So as you can see, a D7 series Nikon camera is perfect in here. Crop bodies will be perfect. A D70, a 5D, a 6D would be okay. Once you get up to the Nikon 8 series, will be tight, but it will work, and you cannot fit a gripped camera in here. There's no way. I did measure it. So that's your side entrance. Before I move on, you can see there is a strap here with a buckle, and there's one here as well. And that's great because you could put a small tripod in this pocket and then cinch it down here, or you could put a water bottle in here and just happen to cinch down a small umbrella here, or a really small tripod, or other things like a blanket or something. The water bottle holder is one thing they could improve a little bit on. There is a nice breathable side panel there, which is sweet, but you can't fit a very large bottle in here. You could only fit the average normal disposable size water bottle. This is a bottle of Mentos, and it's about 2 1/4 inches in diameter, and it barely fits in here. You could probably fit maybe 2 1/2 inch diameter bottle in there, so be careful when you're selecting your water bottle to use with this bag. Again, another strap here. If you look, they're not cheaping out in any way on the materials used or the workmanship. Very good padding and breathable. This is where your back would be facing, and this is all quite good. Let's get into the last section of the bag, and that's the top section for personal gear usually. There's 2 zippers here, and I'll be taking out a large accessory bag that's about the size of a pair of shoes. You could fit lunch for 2 in there. A large leather moneymaker strap, another single camera strap. There is a pocket in here for a 17-inch laptop. It's very well padded, and it is not removable. And there is a divider in here that's the full length and width of this bag that velcros in, and that is removable. So you could take all this contents out and just have an empty backpack, or you can take out the divider here and have taller camera gear, or you can move this floating divider up or down according to whether you have more or less personal items. I showed you what it looked like with the personal items in there. I'm going to show you that a D810 with a 24 to 70 fits in this tray up here perfectly. There's more headroom up here. You could put some personal items in there in a bag, like this bag would fit up there. So the bag is versatile. You probably wouldn't take this bag out with 3 bodies attached to lenses very often, but if you needed to, you could. So it's pretty versatile. I'm pretty happy with the bag. I got this bag recently at an introductory price on Amazon. It was, I think, $149, and I find that very fair. I think the bag will probably go up to $200 eventually, and I would still pay that for this bag. It is that nice. I think it was inspired by the Ona backpack. I think it's called the Camps Bay, and it's pretty similar to that bag. That bag is about $450, so to pay $200 for this bag or less for this kind of quality and practicality and the style, I think that it's a pretty good value, and I can't wait to use it. I will be using this bag for my casual shooting. I won't be heading out to shoot weddings with this bag. Anything with the family. I will have some camera gear here, some personal items at the top for the family, for my daughter, and I will be rocking my stuff in style now instead of using a boring old looking hiking bag that I've been using. So thanks for taking a look, and I'm anxious to hear your comments on this bag.